Good is good. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top 10 free cards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM that came out in Season 3. So each and every one of these cards were or are attainable in a Season 3 as it stands right now. Now, before with these videos, I would just even include, past the free cards, but I want it to be, relevant to where we are at in my team right now. Now, we're going to start it off at number 10. Hop right into it, and as we do, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button with our gauntlet reward, Lamar Odom. It is sad that he comes in at number 10 in the free cards because he's a diamond and he's probably one of the top 3 toughest grinds as far as this season is concerned. I would say Hakeem is tougher than Lamar Odom, but outside of that, I don't really know. Now, when I look at Lamar Odom, I obviously got the card, but he's just so like mid-arm Odom, like 85 dribble, 85 driving dunk, like he's just mid. And the worst part about him is his sigs. Like, his release is not good. His dribbling is not good. His movement is not good. He's just not good. I mean, and he was a big time letdown because in Season 1 with the Gauntlet, we saw Bosh. Season 2 is definitely a letdown, but then Season 3 we saw Odom. I feel like the Gauntlet, hopefully in Season 4, is a big time type of player because we need it more than ever. Odom comes in at number 10. At my number 9, one of the easiest grinds here. I mean, one of the easiest grinds we'll talk about. A lot of people don't want to hype this card up, but I'll hype him up until the end of time. It is the Ruby Jaylen Suggs. Now, how do you get him? You can get him right now, getting 10 assists with Magic players, scoring 6 fast break points, and applying 5 shoes to players. Super easy to get done. Not tough at all. And here's the deal for Jaylen Suggs. If you do pair him with Franz Wagner, which I know a lot of people are like, seriously, Ty, I don't want to go out of my way to do all that. But even by himself, he is just fine. Again, pair him with Franz Wagner, he becomes absolutely elite. But by himself, he is just fine. Is he a shooting guard in 2K? I guess he might be. Otherwise, he is just in my exhibitions. There's Jaylen Suggs. Here's the deal. 6'5". He can compete defensively, knocks down shots. Offensively is fine, not great. But badge-wise is fantastic. 51 base badges, and that is before the Evo. So that's why I'm a big fan of what the card does provide for you guys. And look, he's one of the easier grinds we will talk about today. Coming in at number 8, we're going to talk about Legendary Path Shaquille O'Neal. So if you weren't aware, here you guys can see Legendary Path agendas, complete agendas to add Legendary Path players to your collection. So at the end of this season, 2K basically gave you the opportunity that you could grind out all of these Legendary Path players, which basically led you to Shaquille O'Neal, which is cool. But here's the deal with Shaq. I don't know how big of a fan I am of Shaq. I think he's fine and for his time was absolutely elite. But remember, he came out in Season 1 still for an inside big and interior big. The card's pretty solid. I'm just saying at this stage of my team, he can't shoot. There are just better options in my team at this stage. But still, I think it's cool. A free diamond from Season 1 to add to your collection via the agendas. And as far as interior centers are concerned, was really solid. Coming in at my number 7, we've got to head into domination and talk about the pink diamond Damian Lillard, one of the best offensive players in the entire game. Now, did I grind Dame? Am I going to grind him? I don't know. I'm not grinding him right now, and I'm not too worried about it. But if you did go out of your way to grind out Damian Lillard, you got a really solid free pink diamond. Now, Steve Francis, you could throw him in there, but I do think Dame is way better than Steve Francis. And honestly, I think Jaylen Suggs is better than Steve Francis. So if you don't see Steve Francis on this and are mad, look, I can only control what I can control. I'm just not the biggest fan of him. But Damian Lillard is really, really solid. Stat-wise, badge-wise, the card just all around is pretty complete. If you look at him, 6'2", especially offensively, super difficult to stop. But even defensively, not horrible. And badge-wise, really solid as well. Dame coming in at my number 7. At my number 6, we're plugging in a reward from the New Year's Christmas event in Diamond RJ Barrett. Now, I got RJ Barrett. I got to find where the card even is at because at this stage, I'm not quite sure where he's at. Oh, he's right here in the holiday event. RJ Barrett, 6'6", decent three ball, decent driving dunk. Boyano's fine. Defensively is fine. I think the big reason I like RJ Barrett is he can do it all at the shooting guard position. There's not one thing that he's a standout at. Like, I mean, he's not the best sharpshooter. He's not the best dunker. He's not the best defender. But he's really solid in all of those areas. And I think that's important to be versatile, be a guy I can trust to do a lot of things on the court. I like RJ Barrett badge-wise. I like him stat-wise. And I really do like RJ Barrett's release as well. If you did pick up RJ Barrett, if you locked him in as far as this event, you're really gonna, probably be able to use this card for the foreseeable future, especially if you got who's at my number 5 in Diamond Patrick Ewing. Now, the big deal here is if you do get both of them, they obviously have a big time duo that helps them out immensely, so much. But by themselves, they're still very solid. Pat Ewing defensively really solid, speed, lateral quickness, as well as being able to defend on the interior. Meanwhile, he's got an 83 ball. Now, yes, that release leaves a lot to be desired, definitely not great, but it's still a guy that you could have got for free, grinding out the New Year's event. And if you got the Pat Ewing, RJ Barrett duo for free, that's a duo that can play for quite some time. I'm not going to say they're going to be the best cards in the game for quite some time, but if you do pair them as a duo, they are really, really solid. And compared to some of these other grinds we're about to talk about here, really was not that bad of a grind. Coming in at my number 4 on our top 10 free cards, we've got to talk about Pink Diamond Kevin Garnett. This grind for KG was something different. Let me tell you, you had to complete unlimited, get 5,000 points there. You had to win, 50 games in triple threat online, 100 in triple threat offline, 50 co-op games. I mean, you had to do everything for this Kevin Garnett card. It took me nearly all season long, or half the season, to get KG. Was he worth it? I don't know. I literally got him last week, and he's not going to play for me because we just got better other free cards and cards and packs. And that's the troublesome thing for me is KG is a top 2 hardest grind in 2K right now as it stands. It is not easy to get KG is our ultimate reward, and he's just not worth that. He's fine. Badge-wise, stat-wise, I can't hate on the card. It's just like, if you're going to make him the ultimate reward, you've got to make him better, because as it stands right now, he doesn't even make the probably top 30 cards in the entire game, and that is a big time issue. It's an issue too that this Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler is my number 3 and KG is number 4. Yes, I like Jimmy Butler more than Kevin Garnett. 6'7", decent 3-ball, decent driving dunk, decent ball handle, fantastic defensively, and his stat badges are better than KG. Movement-wise, fantastic as well. The only downside to Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, is that release. I just think his release is on the slower side of things, but it's still not horrible because it is easy to time and easy to green. So that's just kind of my whole approach to things is, why is Jimmy Butler? And Jimmy Butler wasn't a super easy grind, but as a level 40 grind, easier than or better than KG. That just does not make sense to me. Grinds, in my opinion, should correlate, and this is me, correlate to how good the cards are. Like, there's no reason that Jimmy Butler should be better than KG. That just does not sit right with me. That does not make sense to me. Coming in at my number 2 as far as the top free cards that we've seen this season is Pink Diamond Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, I, right now, as it stands, don't have Hakeem. I'm still grinding my team unlimited to hopefully have him by next week, but I'm cutting it really close because I'm still quite a ways away. Look, you either got to get 22,000 points in unlimited. You've got to get 1,000 wins in triple threat offline. You got to get 400 wins in triple threat online. No matter what mode you play, this grind is super tough to get done. And I know there were some people that did it in a couple of days, and that's awesome for them, but it does take like probably 50 hours to get Hakeem, and I'm not one to just load up the game for 50 hours and play it straight. I'm not. I like playing the game. I enjoy playing the game, but it's not like I'm just going to load up and grind specifically for one card. Hakeem is really solid, though, and I want to kind of showcase that if you got Hakeem, I still think he probably should be in your lineup. 7 feet tall, great player build, 74 3-ball, decent block, good speed, good lateral quickness. I feel like my favorite part about Hakeem is his player build. Has a wide player build, which you can't just you can't really replicate that, man. I mean, that is super important. Defensively, really solid. Wish he did come with that Hall of Fame or rebound chaser, though. And coming in as my number 1 free card we saw all season long, Pink Diamond Chet Holmgren. Now, here's the deal for Chet. He just makes KG look bad. And that's sad for me. Like, I grinded out KG 2 days after I got KG, Chet came out. And like I was excited for the community because I think it's good for the community. Everybody's gonna get Chet Holmgren eventually. And here's the deal, guys. He's a top 2 big man in the entire game. All you've got to do to get Chet is get 200 blocks. Super easy to do. And again, even if you don't want to focus on doing it, you're just going to get it as you go. So that's my favorite part about Chet is it's over any game mode. So you'll just get it as you do play the game. And I do like that at the end of the day. Chet, absolutely elite, can stretch the court, has Hall of Fame range, 7'1". There's just really no flaws in Chet. And if you do need a big man heading into season 4, that is what I would recommend. Grind out Chet. You're going to absolutely love the card. That's going to wrap it up for our top 10 free cards that came out in season 3 of My Team. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.